Lisa just wanted to make sure the nanny was taking care of the kids, but she didn't expect to see her dead husband, Joe, on the monitor. She saw Joe die with her own eyes. Why did he show up on the monitor again yesterday? She immediately went to her daughter and asked her. She asked her daughter if her father had come back and picked her up, but her daughter shook her head and said no. To make sure she was right, Lisa rushed back to her room to check Joe's closet. She realized that the dress she saw on the camera was missing. At that moment, the babysitter came home. Lisa grabbed her and asked her what was going on. At first, the nanny pretended not to know who the figure was, but Lisa didn't let go. The nanny then acted like she wanted to confess. She offered to get some water and sit down and talk. But when Lisa turned to get the water, the nanny suddenly ran away. Lisa could only wipe her eyes and contact the officer in charge of Joe's murder. But when she was about to show the security footage, she realized that the nanny had stolen the memory card. There were signs that Joe might still be alive, and the nanny in the house knew the secret. But the officer wasn't so sure about Lisa's story. He thought Lisa might be suffering from mental problems. She may have been suffering from mental problems due to the loss of 2 family members in a short period of time. In fact, a few months before Joe's death, Lisa's sister was also killed. The murderer has not yet been caught. Officers are even beginning to suspect that Lisa may have had something to do with Joe's death. Officers questioned Lisa repeatedly about the events of that night. Lisa recalled the events of that night. 2 masked men rode by on a motorcycle. They tried to take her handbag. She resisted and fell to the ground. The masked men then demanded Joe's wallet, but Joe refused. The masked men opened fire in anger. When Lisa arrived, Joe was already dying. Lisa recognized the weapon as a 9mm. She was familiar with it because she once owned a weapon of the same caliber. Turns out Lisa was a retired pilot. Now she's a flight instructor. It's easy for her to recognize the type of weapon. As for the home surveillance, it's an electronic photo frame her friend gave her. It has a surveillance function. That's why Joe and the babysitter didn't know about the surveillance. The officer asked to see Lisa's toy gun collection, but Lisa's toy guns didn't interest the officer. The officer's eyes went to the utility weapon in the box next to it.